part 3 of this video. So this is the continuation of, is that even a word? Of my pet peeves from part 1 and part 2. This is part 3, hopefully the last part. Where are we up to? We're up to 31. So 31st one is people with a horrible diet. This kind of just grosses me out, because what I mean by a horrible diet is people who generally eat a lot of dairy and animal product, and like it's just not fair on the animals. People who calorie restrict I count as a horrible diet, whether you're eating plant-based or not. Eat good food. 32nd one is creepy kids at my school that get my number somehow. Now, I've had a lot of instances like this. This creepy guy clearly liked me, a year younger than me, asked for my number, so I gave it to him. Don't know why I didn't like him. I think I gave him false hope. Gave him my number. He never texted me. He told all of his friends, look, I got this hot chick's number. I'm just like, fuck? Like, I met this hot chick and got a number. I'm just like, I've known you since you were like a baby. I've known you since like reception in primary school. Like, you didn't meet me, dude. Damn, so many people I noticed just forget who I am. Like, it's because I look so different than what I did. I look so different that people that used to be my best friends in primary school don't even recognize me. So I randomly got this call and this text message. No, I got this phone call from this guy. I'm just like, answered my phone. I'm just like, hello, and it was an unsaved number, and he's just like, hey, it's blah blah blah. I'm just like, who? Just like, you came up to me at school one time, and who? Like, I don't know you. Then I was just like, how did you get my number? He just like, oh, blah blah gave it to me. I just don't like how people get my number somehow. Like, if somebody asks, oh, what's Zoe's number, I don't generally give it to them until I message Zoe saying, hey, this guy asked for your number, should I give it to him? Like, I tell her who the guy is, and if she says no, I won't give it to her, and if she says yes, then I will. Yeah, I don't like how people just get my number somehow. 33rd one is creepy kids at my school that find out where I live. This has happened quite a number of times actually, and it's really creepy. And just before I moved houses, the guy that I met, this hot chick, blah blah blah, the guy that I talked about just before, not the one who called me, the one who gave him, the guy who called me number. Did that make sense? Anyway, found out where I lived because he's a newspaper boy, and he saw me drive into my house, and I'm just like, but luckily I moved out of that house. Not because of him though. 34th one is people who leave their shit around my room. This kind of annoys me, because leave their stuff around my house or my room, and they usually don't leave it in a good spot. They usually leave it in the walkway, so I don't understand that. When I go over to somebody's house, I always put my stuff in a corner. You know, I don't want to be a hassle to them. I don't want to be a hassle for me, because I have to walk through there as well. So I always put my stuff in the corner. 35th one is people who expect me to spend money on them. Now, I had a boy instance twice actually. Every time I ask him to hang out, or he asked me to hang out, he always says, so are you gonna buy me food? And I'm just like, no. No, I'm spending that money on me. I just hate how people just expect me to spend money on them. I'm just like, no bitch, I'm spending that money on me. 36th one is boys who expect to use me and think I'll actually give in. This started a lot of drama with me actually. This one kid, I was like in a thing with him, or a flirtationship as I like to call it, because I hate the word thing. So I was in a thing with a kid. I guess I was too much work or something, but he kind of like hinted to me, or his friends hinted to me in some way, like to give him like a blowjob or a handjob or something, and I just said no. And he hated my guts after that. 37th one is when teachers don't respect me. Sorry about lighting change, my card got really full. This is why I'm in part 3, because I've taken forever filming these pet peeves video. I hate when I meet a new teacher and I'm really nice to them and they're just freaking, like, they're just a bitch. Like, and this is mostly female teachers. There's one teacher at my school that I hate so much, and she's literally, I've told my my year coordinator, I'm just like, I hate this person, like, she's just a bitch, like, I just hate her so much. Haven't had any classes with her. Actually I have, and she just doesn't respect me. She just treats me like I'm a nobody, and it really pisses me off. So I hate when teachers just don't respect me because of the way I look, the way I talk, the way I don't even know. I don't know why she don't like me and she don't respect me, but 38th one is when people call me racist for saying the word black but have no problem saying the N-word. I hate when, yeah, I just hate that, like, say, oh, you're wearing a lot of black today or something, like, their clothing's, like, black or something, and then they're just, like, racist, and just, like, how? I don't expect people my age to be still making that joke. They think it's funny, and then they literally say the N-word, like, out of nowhere, like, any sentence, they, like, say the N-word, and you're not cool. 38th one, yeah, I just find that annoying. If you could stop, that'd be great. 39th one is people who act like they know nothing about veganism, so ask me the most stupidest questions. A lot of girls in my year level actually do this. They know that I'm vegan, and I've told them, like, heaps of times, and every time I tell them or they find out, they act like they never knew, and they're just like, did that mean you can't eat meat? I'm just like, what? Like, obviously that means I can't eat meat. I've told you literally 5 times prior to this that I can't eat meat. Like, are you stupid? Yeah, I've had a lot of instances like this. Like, they just act so stupid, and I don't know how people just make veganism like such a big deal. Like, yeah, I don't eat a dead animal. Wow. 40th one is when people complain about me asking them to repeat what they said because I couldn't hear. I think I said this in like part 1 or something. Yeah, just pisses me off. Like, I'm sorry, I can't hear you. You're speaking too quietly. You need to speak up. 41st one is people who are 12 years old and they call me 12 as an insult. Yeah, a lot of 12-ies at my school say this. They call me a 12-ie, and I'm just like, you're literally 12. 42nd one is being ignored. I hate being ignored by people, and I'm not talking about like sending a text message and they don't reply. Like, I don't give a shit about that. I'm talking about in person. 43rd one is when people ask me if I'm okay, but I'm clearly not. I hate sympathy. I hate when people ask me if I'm okay. 44. Kids who think they're cool or try so hard to be cool. This is one particular person I'm talking about that so many people can agree with me. He tried so hard to become popular. He's popular, but he's not. Like, he's a weird one. He just acts so stupid. Like, he has this weird, like, it's not even an accent. It's like when you've, like, your voice is broken, but it hasn't broken. 45th one is when people eat their scabs. When people eat their scabs. I know it sounds weird, but it's like nasty, nasty. I was sitting next to a kid a couple years ago in my class, and he had a lot of like mosquito bites, and he'd just pick off his scab and like eat his dead, like, whatever, it's like, is it skin? It's like dried blood or something, like the scab head bit, and then he'd suck his blood. I know, like, and I think another kid did this actually, but I can't remember who it was, but that was just one particular time, and I'm just like, what the truck? Like, what are you doing? Like, I asked him multiple times, it's like, what the hell are you doing? And he was into it. Apparently he likes sucking blood. He did that multiple times next to me as well. I'm just like, can you not? And he'd like put his blood all over the table, and I'm just like, yuck. I think he had something wrong with him, but I don't know what it was, but he wasn't all there, I don't think. He was a nice kid though. This was funny. He thought his phone was a Nokia, but it was a little Samsung. Like little phones, like the unbreakable Nokia. He thought his phone was a Nokia, but it was a Samsung. So he like threw his phone on the concrete and like smashed it into bricks, and his phone cracked. And I'm just like, that was a Samsung, dude. And he just like, shit. That's why it broke, bitch. He was really fun until he ate his scabs. Then I kind of didn't want to be near him. The last one is people who cheat on their partner. Now, this is a very serious one, but this is the last one that I could think of. Cheating is a very serious problem nowadays. I feel like everybody's cheating on everybody, and I just have no respect for people who have cheated on their partners. I had an incident at my school actually. It's going to be a story time, but I'll just brush through it. There's a lot of story times that I've just like mentioned in this video, but these 2 teachers, male and female, they were dating or whatever. They were dating, you know, but the problem is, well, they weren't dating, they were in a thing. They were in a flirtationship. They were having an affair, and The guy teacher, since I'm not mentioning names, my school cannot tell me off for this. I've lost respect for both of these teachers. I can't stand them. Like, I had a go at the girl teacher for a completely different reason the other day, and she dobbed me into my my year coordinator. I'm just like, I don't like that bitch. Like, just because I've lost complete respect for her. This guy teacher, the guy teacher that he was having an affair with her, the other girl teacher. I'm complicating this. I'm so sorry. He has a family. He has a wife. He has kids that go to our school or the primary school or something. It's just so sad because I found out that both those teachers were fucking. The girl teacher, she knew exactly that he had a family. He knew that his kids went to our school. He knew, she just knew everything, and I'm just like, you fucking bitch. Like, I know he shouldn't be cheating anyway, but just the fact that she knew that he had children, and like, they weren't my age, they were kids, you know. The wife of this guy still stayed with him to keep the family together, and that he loved him. Just like, that's kind of selfish on your kids. I hate that bitch. I hate both of those bitches. I tell everybody at my school this story. I'm just like, did you know that this teacher, like, they like say how like cool of a teacher he is. I'm just like, did you know he had an affair with this teacher at our school? And now whenever I see them together, I'm just like, just yeah, just don't cheat on your partner. Otherwise, you have to just deal with, especially if you're a teacher and I find out, you just have to deal with me. But yeah, just don't cheat. Like, I just don't see the point in staying with somebody and then cheating on them with someone else, you know. I just don't see the point in it. Don't understand that. Anyway, that completes this video of all of my pet peeves. If you enjoyed, make sure you let me know. I'll link all of the other parts down below if you haven't checked them out. And yeah, please don't take offense to any of these videos unless you are a cheater on her boyfriend. Mom! Fuck off! Yeah. Just don't cheat. Anyway, I'm gonna go now. So, yeah. Bye.